Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be going over the 2023, well, technically the 2024 calendar collection from Erin Condren, and yeah, I've received a bunch of stuff from Tori and Sam, so thank you so much. So starting off, I did receive the acrylic perpetual calendar, and then 3 softbound planners, and then a sticker book, and then mini sticker sheets, and then the pens, as well as the focused desk pad. So I will go through every single item. So starting off, I'm just going to move this aside. Whoops. And that's dangerous. Anyway, so starting off, I will be going over the acrylic perpetual calendar, which I technically shouldn't have removed the tape from both sides, but anyway, so this is acrylic, and you pretty much have a white piece. I don't know if this comes in different colors, but I believe this is in like the wildflowers colorway. So one thing to note, like, I like the concept of this, but I was playing around with it, and I would prefer like the numbers to be black or something darker, because with the glare, even with my lights, like, I can barely see the numbers, because the numbers are just shining. Like, I see the concept of this, but I think the execution wasn't fully there, if that makes sense. But one thing to note, so for example, so for September 1st is a Friday, you align the numbers up with, so pretty much you have this piece, and it goes from 1 to 7 at the top, and then pretty much onward. And that's pretty much how that kind of works out, as well, when you align things. My goodness, I couldn't say the word. So if you had Friday as September 1st, well, obviously, but then you also have this section showing, and honestly, I would have preferred this piece also to be on this side, so then that's where it's covering it, and I don't know. And then you still have this area here, which is blank, which if the calendar was up to here, like where it starts on the 1st on a Sunday, you can still have lines here, if that makes sense. I don't know, like, I would prefer lines to be here as well, because then that way you're not wasting this space as well, or you could just leave it blank, but I would prefer like one more extra thing here that covers this area up, if the 1st falls on a Friday, or even the 1st. Like, I wouldn't want to see all these numbers, if that makes sense. But that's my only thing about this. But yeah, that is pretty much the acrylic calendar, and it's really nice looking on the desk, if that makes sense. Like, the colors are really pretty, but my only thing is with the like right now, can you see the numbers if I was showing you? So like right there, like the glare of the foil, or like the reflection of the foil, honestly, it just, I don't know, there's something, like, I like the concept of this, but, or maybe the foil isn't like stuck down all the way, but regardless, like, I feel like more like a solid color would be better for this concept, if that makes sense. Like, not foiled, but nothing metallic that reflects, because I could barely see the numbers if I was looking from afar. Well, not too far, but far enough. I'm a person that likes things put back how they came. So I apologize for that. So pretty much that is the acrylic perpetual calendar, which retails for $24.50. And it does come in this case, or like the box. And then the next item, I guess, I will go over, is the desk pad, and this is the focused version. And let's just say this is not the same version as the metallic one, which retails for $24.50, and this one retails for $14.50. So there's a $10 difference, and I can feel like this is more like the Erin Condren planner pages, as opposed to the metallic one, which is like cardstock. I can show you actually. So this is much thicker in cardstock like feeling, and actually I did mention that I was going to put this up on my wall with command strips, and it does work. So you just need 4 of them, and I'm using the Velcro version, but anyway, that's beyond the point. But that is pretty much the difference. I'm not going to open this package up because I don't know if I want to give this to someone. So anyway, so pretty much you have, this did rip. I don't think this was sealed all the way, but anyway, so pretty much for the calendar, so you have the, whoops, I had this originally where I could see the whole view. So pretty much you have the month here. This color does follow this, and based off of what I'm peeking through here, it does change color every like month. So yeah, so every month is different, and this is, I believe, 12 months as opposed to the 17 months in the metallic version. So yeah, and I kind of like this paper more as opposed to the cardstock, because this matches more of the Erin Condren paper as opposed to the cardstock. So that is pretty much the desk pad. And I'm pretty sure you can probably do the same thing with like the command strips, but since that one is lighter, I feel like you could go away with 3 command strips as opposed to 4. So yeah, and then going into the Softbound planners, I did receive the focused planner, which does come in 2 different versions, which is the Peacock's pinstripe, which is this one, and then a Harbor pinstripe, which is like a gray tone as well. I believe that one is in silver, if I'm not mistaken, as opposed to this is in gold. And then you can also get this, whoops, debossed, blind debossed with 4 characters only, and yeah. So for the focus planner, I never received a focus planner, or not received, but I never gotten a focus planner because I felt like I never needed one, because honestly, the other planners works out well for me. Anyway, so this is more like professional, like business, or yeah, pretty much like those stuff. And pretty much starting off, you have your 2024 calendar view, in which is completely different from the Softbound planner because this is only 1 year's worth, because of the Softbound notebooks, or planner itself can only fit 1 year. Anyway, so pretty much I was thinking that you can probably split this up into 6 different sections, and then you can like put a dot here, use dot color markers, and then put that here as well, like in that little quadrant. Or you can use this section as well, but I feel like you can use this as like a brain dump, and then use this for specific things that you know that are going to happen, if that makes sense. And then you also have a holidays page, which, wow. And so not only that you have the holidays page, you also have the holidays written out as well. I don't know if it has every single holiday listed out. Actually, let me check May, because I know May has one whole chunk. Yeah, so May, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so May has a bunch of them, but they only listed the main ones, if that makes sense, or like the major ones. So pretty much you also have like the dashboard view. So you have 3 sections. Oh my goodness, 3 sections here. Then you also have a to-do list, and then an open space, and then instead of line pages you get dark red pages, and then you also have your weekly pages, which my only thing is maybe I would prefer like grid here instead of just being blank, because it'll allow me to write like straighter, if that makes sense. And then you also have the holidays, my goodness. And then in this section, so this is like equal sections throughout, and then you also have the notes and then to do. So that pretty much follows through every single week, and then after the month ends you get 2 pages of notes or line pages, and then you follow into the next month, and then so on. So, and then going to the back of the planner, you pretty much end off on December 31st, but you also have the rest of whatever, the rest of the week. My goodness. And then you also have 1, 2, well, technically these two are following the month, so starting off on this page with the notes, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of note line pages, and then you also have a context page, which honestly I would just use my phone for that. So yeah. Anyway, so then you have also the 2025 year at a glance as well, and that is pretty much the focus planner. And then you also have the focused section, or like the logo here, or yeah, to mark the collection. And then onto the vertical version, or like the regular version. This regular version does come in 6 different versions. So there's the Inspire Hourly, the Wildflower Hourly, or 3 different layouts, or 2 different layouts, and then 3 different designs. So you have Inspire, Wildflowers, and the Asterisk. The Asterisk, I believe, is pretty much the canvas style, which is just plain. Well, not plain, but if you know what I mean. But like a clean canvas, if that makes sense, or like a clean layout. So there's 2 different versions, which is Mauve, and Mauve only comes in hourly, and then Champagne only comes in vertical. And then pretty much you have hourly and vertical layout. I don't know if I mentioned that, or if I forgot to mention that. So this, I received the vertical layout, and pretty much it follows the same layout, or similar layout to the focus planner, where you have the year at a glance, and then, but instead of the holidays page here, you have the 12 boxes, which is similar to the Softbound planners. Then you also have the heritage and awareness observances, which only shows like those, and then within the month itself you have the actual like holidays. So instead of showing every single thing, they show it in the month. And I believe, let me check May, because May 1st I know has, yeah, so May 1st is no here on this page instead. So yeah, so pretty much after that you have 2 notes pages, or line pages, and then it folds into the like cover page, and then into your month. And then this is the same layout as the Softbound, where you have the line page and then the dashboard page. Then you have your weekly spread. And just to let you know that this weekly spread is different from the Softbound planners. So this is slightly wider, which is 1.68 inches. And the Softbound planners are 1.5 inches. So yeah, that is the difference, and it does transition into different colors every month for the Inspire collection. And I'm pretty sure for the Asterisk version, this top bar will be just like similar to this area right here. But I'm actually surprised that the color isn't like gradient, my goodness, isn't a gradient downward. I couldn't say the word. Anyway, so pretty much after all the months, you have 6 notes pages, actually, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you don't have a context page, which works out well. And then you have the 2025 calendar review. So this is the 8x10, and oh, forgot to mention, the 8x10 life planners, either version, like the focused and the non-focused version, or the general version, is $38.50. And then you also have the A5 version, but I don't know what style the A5 version is, because the email I received isn't accurate. So anyway, so pretty much you have I received out of the Inspire collection, I believe, and this is in the horizontal. I don't know if this comes in the wildflowers or the asterisks. I'll have to look into that one. But this retails for $32.50. And then you could also get this debossed, blind deboss. I don't know if you can get this in different foil colors, but my goodness, I just completely lost my voice right there. But anyway, so this is the Inspire collection, or the Out of V, and pretty much the same layout. This is very beautiful, but I'm not that type of like very bright person, but yeah, I love the colors, but I'm not like, I wouldn't wear something so bright. Anyway, so pretty much you have the same layout as here. You have the Heritage and Awareness observances, and then 2 notes pages. Then you go into the cover page, into your monthly line page, dashboard, and then you have the hourly layout. And one thing to note, the stencils that I offer in my shop, which is the 7x9 stencils, does work in the hourlies planners, or not hourlies, scratch that, not just the hourlies, but the horizontal version, either the Softbound or the coil-bound or the rings-bound planner, which is in A5. So yeah, pretty much you have that. And then, let's see, anything else? And then you also have like a line, like notes section here, like, or what you would consider the the sidebar. And then after the month ends, you have a notes page, and then it flows through every single month. And then after that, you get, I believe, 6 notes pages. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, wait, I thought I counted 6 before. So that, and then you end with the 2025 dashboard page, and that is pretty much the A5 Softbound planner. And oh, one thing to note, you do get a bookmark, and this is it gilded in rose gold. And then I don't know if I don't have like a picture to show you, but I don't know if the asterisk is like not gilded, but I just know that the wildflowers, wildflowers vertical is gilded in gold. The Inspire is gilded in rose gold. So that is pretty much the Softbound planners. And then moving on to the stickers. So I received the monthly collection sticker book, which is in edition 9, and then so here's an overview of all the stickers you will receive. I did purchase this like 2 years ago, and honestly did not use it, so I ended up stop purchasing these, but I did receive this. So pretty much you have the January, which is in teal foil, then February, and I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit, in pink. March is mint. April is like a light purple. May is in rose gold. June is in hollow. And some of the washi isn't foiled, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. July is in like a dark blue. August, gold hollow. September in a purple. October in a pumpkin orange. November in a light blue. December kind of deceiving me, but I'm kind of seeing gold, but it also looks lime in different lightings. It might be because of the reflection of the color on the page, but yeah, it's deceiving me. I can't tell if it's gold, but it does look gold, but it also looks a bit limeish, if that makes sense. So that is pretty much the sticker book. And also, you pretty much have the same 5 stickers at the bottom, which is reminder, important, today, urgent, and to do. And this is a different layout compared to the, like, I'm so used to the book version of this type of sticker book. So that is the sticker book, which retails for $16.50. And then you have the mini calendar sticker pack, which retails for $6.50. And then, yeah, pretty much you get 6 of the teardrops on either, 3 on each side. Then you get a strip of washi. Then you get 4 flags. These do not follow the same like foil colors in the sticker book, but pretty much you have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, it's getting stuck together, September, October, November, and December. And I don't know, something is deceiving me where it's like slightly crooked, but maybe it's just my eyes. So that is pretty much the 2024 mini calendars, and you get 12 stickers. And then here's a overview. And then the last thing, my favorite, pens, which is this is the Focused Assorted Mile Liner 6-pack, and these retail for $16.50, which they're currently on the site already. So if you like to pick those up, you can. But one thing to note, just be careful, because one of the pens that I received, or like I tested out, it did like, I believe it was leaking through in the cap. So not this one, this one. So just be careful, because you might get ink on yourself, which I did while I was testing the pens out. So it does come in 6 different tip sizes. So you pretty much have one which is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and then 0.8, and then 1.0, which I forgot. Yeah, and then you also have brush. I'm horrible at brush pens, or with brush pens, but I can be good. Like, I'm good with it on the iPad, but in this, I can never control myself. Like, I don't know, I'm terrible. But practice makes perfect, you know? Just keep practicing. Anyway, so that is pretty much the pens, and I did test it out with the microperm. Mine is drying out, so don't touch it. Anyway, so that is pretty much all the items that I received that will be part of this release from Erin Condren. Sorry, I'm the type of person that likes to put things back how I received them. I don't know, it just makes me happy. So pretty much recap, you have the perpetual calendar, or the acrylic perpetual calendar. You got the sticker packs, or stickers, the Softbound planners. Oh, I forgot to mention the most exciting thing. Let me put this all down first before I tell you the most exciting thing. Like, my goodness, what was that sound? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that was it. Yes, yes. So the most exciting thing that will be part of the 2024 release is there's going to be a Hello Kitty vertical life planner, which is coil bound. I don't have it with me, or it was not sent to me, unfortunately, but it's okay. So this will only come in the vertical layout, and you pretty much have Hello Kitty throughout the whole planner, which is exciting. So pretty much you also have various Hello Kitty cover options. You get 4 sticker sheets, and I hope that within the sticker sheets there's like Hello Kitty stuff on it, not just like the general, like this type of stickers. I'm hoping that is like Hello Kitty stuff. And then not only that, you can choose your coil options. There's only 3 to choose from, which is platinum, gold, and rose gold, and that retails for $62.50. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Yep. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.